Alright guys, welcome back to not season 2, Jesus, episode 2 of the podcast.
Let's restart.
This is Riot and Chill, where we're simply just going to talk about everything about Riot games, their games, League of Legends, LOR, TFT, the new show, Arcane, everything from there. So, as of right now, it is November 18th. This video is actually going to come out later tonight. One thing though, myself, Trent in the bottom, Dan in the right, we've all seen episodes 1 through 6 of Arcane. Vicky, however, stopped on episode 6. She saw like the first, would you say 10 minutes of the first episode 6?
15 minutes.
So we're not going to talk about Arcane today. That'll actually be episode 3 whenever we come back again, and we're all going to talk about the whole show entirely. Because this Saturday, the 20th, there is Act 3 coming out. So final 3 episodes for Season 1, I hope, will be all out. So we'll come back afterwards and we'll just have a huge discussion on Arcane, our thoughts, feelings, how we think the show went. I will say myself, I am a huge fan of the show. I've been having a blast with it. I really, really like all the Easter eggs that Riot threw in. Super, super excited with that. Thank God I look at Twitter and I follow people behind the scenes in Riot that are actually posting out Easter eggs. So thank you. Vicky, I will tell you there is a TFT Easter egg in Act 2. I don't know if I can't remember if you've seen it or not. I don't think you have. So that'll be that. Anyway, the first thing we want to talk about is actually going to be a little bit different. We didn't talk about it, I don't think, at all last time we were here. And it's actually going to be Pro League. As you can see, Dan is a huge fan of TL with the Team Liquid hat. I used to be a 100 Thieves fan, but then Dan got me onto the TL bandwagon. So much that I spent over $600 on TL merch. And I'm not wearing any of it right now, unfortunately. But I'm a big TL fan. I just like their content, dude. It's so chill. A lot of the mini-series that they post on their YouTube is fantastic. And then obviously Vicky back there, she's a huge fan of LCK and especially T1. She is not sponsored by T1, by the way. Let's just be fair. She's just a mega fan. Huge fan.
One day.
That is her goal. So if anybody from T1 ever watches this, you know where you can find her. It's right there. But yeah, Trent, I don't know what you're not a fan of TL, or are you? I don't remember. I don't know. You really like fudgy cakes though. Good old fudge.
No.
No. I like fudge. I like his Twitter handle, dude. Fudgy cakes. That's hilarious.
If I were to pick a team from LCS, it's 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad.
100 Thieves ain't a bad team.
No.
I like TL content better.
They get a lot
TL
of flack.
content's top notch.
Yeah. I do agree. A lot of stuff that TL has posted on their YouTube is just top notch entertainment. But like I said, we wanted to talk about Pro League for a little bit here. Essentially because Worlds has ended. Trent, out of all people, to get the pick right, Vicky, myself, and Dan all said Dan Juan Kia was going to win. Trent was the only one sucking all the hopium out of all of our lives here and just sucked it all through and went EDG. And somehow he pulled it right. I don't know how.
Better.
No.
Trent gets half credit. We're not going to mention the pick'ems, but let's just say Trent gets half credit.
I chose everything right. You be quiet, Dan.
I don't even remember who he picked for Crystal Ball.
I didn't because I joined late.
Oh. So I know my crystal ball pick was Gen G. Just hoping. So I was betting on nothing basically. I know Dan had Damwon Kia.
Yep.
Vicky, I probably had T1.
Yep.
Yeah, that was close. That was a good. Was that quarterfinals or was it semis?
It was semis. That was Damwon and T1. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I did sweat a little bit on that series.
Yeah, I mean they went best of 5. That was.
I mean, as I said, man, LCK
Now
will always do that.
Now I feel foolish because I went on like such a massive Damwon rant right before finals.
You did. Yeah.
I'm looking a little foolish right now.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen last episode, I highly recommend it because Dan went on a huge tangent about Damwon. I mean, he sucked the hopium out of me. That's for sure. Right then.
That was the reason why they lost. It was all me.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, anyway, so yeah, EDG won best out of 5, 3-2. Was it the first Worlds that it went best of 5, Dan, or?
It was the first World since 2016.
Okay, so
when
5 years.
it was SK Telecom versus Samsung Galaxy that went 3-2. And then Samsung 3-0'd them the next year.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Hey Dan, remember how the pattern was gonna continue?
Hey, it's gonna.
Yeah,
It's gonna have to be a longer pattern.
To be honest with you, I really wanted Damwon Kia to win just so that way they can be back-to-back world champions because that's never been done before yet.
Not since SKT.
Yeah.
Season 5, Season 6. That
was gonna be my main thing. That was the thing I wanted to see.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it did not happen.
But we're not getting it next year because EDG is not going to repeat.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting it next year. Be quiet.
No.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Nah.
Luke year.
No.
Yeah, so.
Well, especially if we get any of these rosters.
TL.
If
TL
roster
win
shakes
championship next.
Oh, we'll have to talk about TL. There's some interesting things.
So.
It's a
Just
lot of
as a,
movement
yeah, so
going
just
on.
as a disclaimer, everybody that's watching this, normally I stream this on Twitch, but I already streamed earlier today a little bit of preseason, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But
Twitch.tv/xcrutonicx.
Yeah. So I did not want to stream this again, so I'm just using my stream layout for right now. So that's why you see, my socials, the chat stream box, all that bullshit. But yeah, I'm not streaming it right now. I just wanted something for background, and this is what I came up with.
You didn't hide it?
No.
Wow.
All right, we were supposed to start recording this an hour ago. We're a little bit behind. Trent just woke up.
Yeah. Anyway, so and Dan already mentioned it a little bit here. Roster changes. That was the main thing I wanted to start off with tonight because Worlds is over. People switching in and out of free agency. People getting drafted, transferred to different teams. New contracts are coming out. I haven't been following that too much. I've been more focused on like the arcane side of things, and just really looking into that on Twitter and Reddit, so that I can get some stuff ready for next week's episode. But Dan has been really focused on the roster changes, and I know Vicky's been paying a lot of attention in terms of the LCK region. Just because #T1 fangirl. But anyway, so Dan, I would like you to go ahead and go into a little bit here. I would like to start off with LCS first, just because they are the more popular region in terms of, actual like esports. I don't feel like a whole lot of people watch it like LCK and whatnot, especially from like NA, just because normally they're streaming it at like odd times for us. Like normally it's like 4 in the morning. At least on the East Coast for us. So
I was gonna say, dude, definitely.
Yeah,
they definitely watch esports over there.
It's hard for. It's actually easier for like us to just watch LCK LPL on YouTube as opposed to like watching it live.
I watch it live. I don't care about to wake up at 4 in the morning.
I mean, we did it last year, Dan. We stayed up and we watched it, but I mean, I didn't do a whole lot of that this year. Mainly, it was LCS.
Yeah.
So I would like to have you start off with LCS with some roster changes here. or any rumors or even confirmed picks? Because I believe there are quite a few confirmed roster changes already, right?
Yeah, there's so far, like, just to talk over a couple that are confirmed.
Okay.
Confirmed that Johnson, and Afromu will be the bot lane for FlyQuest this season.
Okay.
Afro leaving Dig, of course. Let's see who else. It was also confirmed that Power of Evil was no longer going to be the mid lane for TSM.
Oh wow.
That was actually a big one for that. Wild Turtle got picked up by Immortals, so he got dropped from CLG.
Okay.
And also TSM, although it's not confirmed yet, is currently in the works for signing Tactical.
Wow.
TL's AD
okay.
carry, which, I mean, Tactical has to go somewhere. There's no way he's an Academy AD carry. He's honestly too damn good. A lot of people from CLG actually are now free agents now. Benji, their head coach, now a free agent. Smoothie, the support. Midlaner Demonte, Broxa, Anacadian, so two of the junglers are going to be dropped out of CLG. So they're going to go for like a whole completely new look, it looks like. There's a rumor that they're going to be no imports on CLG this year, but we'll have to see. Ole, who was former Team Liquid support from a couple years ago, was free agent. He'll be signing and playing support for Golden Guardians. Trying to think who else was confirmed.
What about Perks?
So Perks was confirmed that he is leaving Cloud9. He's more than likely going to end up on Vitality, although it's not 100% guaranteed.
So he's going back to LEC. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to go back to LEC. Same with Alfari. He got released by Liquid. And although there has not been any confirmation yet since I mentioned it on the last time, the only two people that are expected to stay on TL is Santorin and Core JJ. Blippo, Bjergsen, Hansama editions are still very, very possible. TL just has not
acknowledged anything yet. Anything public. Okay.
Yeah, today Steve did a little video for TL where they, it was the official release of Alfari and Tactical, and that they were going to hold a town hall meeting type thing, like an AMA, a live AMA, sometime soon, which we'll probably get like roster confirmation then. But until then, it's not entirely certain yet.
So do you think Vitality is going to be an intense team?
Yes, Vitality is going to be extremely intense because they're going to be getting, let's see, trying to think Vitality's top laner last year. I forget who that was. It was SLT, I think it was. And it's going to be replaced by probably one of the greatest top laners in the West for Alfari. And their mid laner, okay, I a lot of people did not like him, but I absolutely loved Leader. And it's not for the fact that he helped me win LEC Fantasy last year.
Yeah, screw
By
you.
his 3 Akali games that he absolutely just popped off on. But when you think about it, though, it's Perks. Come on. If you can get Perks on your team, no matter who your mid laner is, you're going to take them. AD carry's still kind of up in the air. Support Lebrov still going to be on the team. Lebrov really had a standout year last year.
So you think Perks is the best mid laner for LAC? I disagree.
I think it's one of the best mids in the West, NA or EU.
Okay.
I
would say Caps.
And I know where you're going.
I'll say Caps.
I would say Caps if he did not have such a down split or a down year or summer split last year, because in summer was, there's the meme, he's either Caps or he's Craps, and he was definitely Craps a lot of summer split.
So when you're saying last season, you're talking about season 11, right?
Season 11,
okay.
The 2011 summer split.
2021 summer split, right?
Yeah, he was pretty this
Yeah, 'cause
last
they
split
didn't
that
do
passed
too
before
hot
Worlds.
because Mad Lions beat them.
Mad's nasty.
Dude, yeah, Mad was pretty good. But I mean, I'd say they probably improved. I mean, they definitely improved from season 10, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mad
I mean,
Lions
huge.
like kind of came out of nowhere because it was supposed to be. How everybody looked at it was there was Fnatic in G2, and then one of those teams would be replaced by Rogue. Rogue was like the next up and coming team, and then Mad Lions was just like, no. So we're gonna beat you guys in spring, and kill your hopes there, and then we're gonna beat you in summer and kill your hopes there. So yeah, Mad's definitely the new generation, but it's interesting because Carzzy is not going to be with the team anymore, and then they're making a bunch of changes. El Yoya is supposed to not be there. The only one that's like pretty much Humanoid's gone, so Armit's like the only one who they have confirmed it's still going to be there. I don't even think Kaiser's going to be there anymore.
Man, dude, it seems just like this past season, season 11 or season 2021, whatever you want to call it, just the whole meta and whatnot is really throwing up, everybody's contracts and everybody's getting transferred around.
I mean, you also got to factor in the age too. Like some of them, like I know for the LCK, a couple of them are going off to military.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because I know Korea, they have that mandatory. You got to do at least minimum 2 years, right?
I think it's 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, in terms of like actual military service, but yeah, I mean that does throw into a little bit. Isn't someone on Damn One Kia has to go, right? I can't remember who.
Con.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty sad right there. Also, congratulations to Khan, 100th international games during Worlds.
Legend.
Yeah.
Never
Still
won the big
nowhere
one
near
though.
Faker though.
I mean,
that dude's
Faker's
been
the
around.
grandfather of the LCK now.
Yeah.
He is the grandfather.
Dude,
But he's
Scout
willing to do.
Scout during Worlds was kind of popping off on a couple of those games.
Yeah, like I think my favorite part about the World Finals was just how like important mid lane was. And I even said like I said in the last time what it's gonna come down to is the jungle. And well, hard to say, JJ completely outplayed Canyon.
Yeah.
But it was so cool to watch the mid lane battle of one of the best Chinese or the best LPL mids against one of the best LCK mids, and how they laned against each other. Like they're usually extremely aggressive, but like they kind of had like early lane phase were very respectful towards each other.
Yeah.
And knowing, okay, if I mess up this lane, this lane's done, because there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get you to throw after I just threw. So
Yeah.
And I went back and I watched the final game on ProView. Dude, holy smokes! I mean,
what matchup did you
Game
watch?
5. I watched Game 5.
Yeah, like which ProView did you watch?
lane?
I watched. I went back. I watched mid, and then I watched support.
Oh yeah.
I would have wanted to watch Jungle.
Smokes.
Jungle would have been. Yeah,
Trent,
didn't watch
I
any of
still
the
have
Jungle.
ProView if you want to watch it.
Yeah, give me it.
Literally watch it.
But yeah, in the LCK news, in T1 news, technically saying for me, a lot of our players are parting ways with T1. We have Teddy, already gone. A couple of the bench are leaving too. Hoyt is leaving, and also like Cuz is leaving.
Wow.
Closer's leaving. Who else? Benji, our coach. Benji is leaving. Seho and Berserker are gone too from the T1 roster.
Are they all going back to like free agency or?
As of right now, some of them are still floating around, seeing where they're gonna go. I think 2 are currently under free agency. But it's honestly like I'm kind of a little,
Dude, if
trying to figure
TL
out
picked
who-
up Benji, oh, dude.
Yeah, like it's kind of like, who's gonna coach? I mean, if Faker decides to retire, I'll throw him as coach.
Well, T1's also very well known to kind of give, like, kind of let some new talent in. How
Like,
I think when they had, was it? They was actually, it was at one point Scout. You know, they would, of course, with LCK being best of 3. You know, Faker doesn't play game 1. Scout plays game 1.
yeah.
Or Scout plays game 1 and game 2, and then if it goes to 3, throw in Faker. Like they've always been very good
With
at
subs.
bringing in
Yeah.
new talent
Yeah, of course. Like
that no
Gumi
one's
Yuzi-
ever heard of.
Gumi Yuzi, like I didn't know about him. Like when he played instead of Teddy, I was like, whoa, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, I saw him in game. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
I was like, who is this kid? And he was, I think.
Then he
the first
shows
game
up
I
in
saw him
Worlds.
play I saw him playing with Aphelios, and I was like, oh no. And next thing you know, hey, he dominated Aphelios, and
200 years.
then Teddy's on the bench.
200 years.
Dude, anytime someone mentions Aphelios, you just gotta throw that out there. Gotta keep the meme
Yeah, not wrong.
alive.
Of course, Damwon, Khan is going to military service, of course. It's mostly been pretty quiet in the LCK. It's more like a little bit more of like the management that's been like moving around lately. The LPL, I had saw some news earlier from them. I think it was from RNG. I think. I'm not sure who was leaving from their team, but I was reading something. But I think RNG is looking towards kind of like rebuilding in a sense.
Yeah, as far as RNG, they wanted to kind of bring in a bunch of like the new talent. This the thing with LPL is you don't hear news from them until much later. Like there's been the rumor from LWX that Fun Plus is disbanded, and then
Yeah.
there hasn't been really any other outside of that except for Nuggery is gone. He's done with Fun Plus. Tian,
Ian.
he's gone. Of course, he has the health reasons. The Shy, he's confirmed done. And then you have Crisp, who was support for Fun Plus, apparently working out with Invictus Gaming. And then there's also the talk of Uzi coming back and playing for IG. Like, there's so much that's not fully confirmed, but
I feel like the LPL just waits until it's confirmed, because having the rumors spread around is just like it's up and down.
Sure.
But also like FPX isn't really doing that well. I mean, I dabble into their news sometimes. They disband their CS:GO team.
yeah, it just looks like Fun Plus is like imploding at this point.
Yeah.
But there was one rumor that, and I know you didn't mention it because you know you're big on T1 mids and then nobody else in the mid lane, although not confirmed. And I'm glad Trent's back for this because he'll like to hear this.
Oh, this is about
there are
Chovy.
rumors that Chovy
No.
is possibly going to be the mid laner of Genji,
Ooh.
possibly replacing BDD in mid lane. So if that's the
I'm-
case,
Trent was muted.
I literally was like just sitting here. I'm like, nope, Joey's nope. If come to NA or stay where you are.
well,
You know what? I feel like Chovy needs to go to the NA. Any team in the NA, I feel like he'll do a lot better.
I don't. You know, it's rough because you
Not
if you-
on
if-
Golden
okay.
Guardians.
So
Any
Genji right
team.
now, the current roster is still under contract.
Yeah.
You would have Clit as your jungler. They don't have top lane yet. Rascal's gone, so no idea who's going to be top lane for Genji. And then you have Ruler and Life, two extremely good a good bot lane duo. BDD's fine, but it's if you throw somebody like Chovy in there, somebody who dominates lanes just about every single time, Genji could be. I mean, you look at Genji, semifinalists.
Yeah. I mean, they hit semifinals. You know.
Yes, but still.
Could Chovy bring them to the finals? who knows? But they hit semifinal with the roster that they had. I do think Chovy's an upgrade over BDD. Do I think it's going to be like, oh my god, Genji's going to win World? No, I don't think that, but
No.
I think this could be good for Chovy.
No, they won't win it because you should have the enemy mid laner play Gragas.
Okay, that was Icon, and that was one time because Icon is... He's either Icon or he's Iron. That time, he was Icon. The rest of the tournament, he was Iron. Because I was so high on LNG, but...
Nope.
Genji lost a couple of coaches too, right?
I think they did. They lost,
I know
who was it?
Gogoon? Gogoon?
Gogoon, yeah. Yeah, he left. He left, actually, it was this month they left.
Doko. I think it was Coach Doko.
Odin.
Yes, Coach Doko.
Odin. Odin left, and then Gogong left. And then they also lost their substitute jungler, Young Jae. And then Rascal left.
Now, real quick, before we get on to the next topic, I do want to switch it back to LCS for a little bit here.
Okay.
So, roster predictions, then, for... me and you are big into TL, so what do you think the roster prediction is going to be for next season for TL, just to start?
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was like, because honestly, I haven't been paying too much. I am excited to see if Bjerg comes on the TL. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet or not, right? It's still up in the air. The only thing that I know is Bjerg declined the contract with TSM.
Yeah. So, as far as Team Liquid goes, Santorin, Cordige, they are confirmed stay.
Yes.
And the more than likely, there's about a 90% chance that the roster rumors are true. They're just waiting for the big announcement. Of course, they had to do it'd be kind of tacky if they did welcome these players and then later they did a video that's like, oh, thank you, these players, like their departing videos. I feel like as far as TL goes, they're very cordial when it comes to the roster. Like Steve actually goes on camera and personally thanks these players for for them being on TL and for what they brought to the team.
Yeah, it's very reserved, I would say.
Yeah, today was the thank you videos, so I think coming up soon will be the official roster, but it's 90% it's going to be Whippo, Santorin, Bjergsen, Hansama, Cortige.
That team sounds disgusting, dude.
If TL does not win LCS, it's like the expectations are now so high.
Yeah.
That if TL does not win spring, if they don't win lock-in, if they don't win spring, if they don't win summer.
Yeah, based on individual talent with that roster, I agree with you, but it's going to be interesting to see how they cooperate as a team, because I feel like that's going to throw... it's going to throw some mix into it. I mean, Bjerg hasn't played, he was a coach last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, it could work both ways because Bjergsen is predominantly the shot caller. And you look at TSM, if you look at TSM last time he played, he had, of course, Spica was a rookie. You had Double Lift on the team as well, and you had Biofrost, he's been around for a while, but you have Double Lift and Bjerg, two very, set in their ways. They're pioneers of LCS. They've been there for ages and ages and ages and ages. I felt like there might have been... It was kind of their downfall, having those two such strong personalities. But I feel like with what's different about Team Liquid, all Whippo, Santorin, Bjerg, Hans, and Core are probably, I'd say, all top 5 in their role in the West.
Okay.
I'd say the reason why I say top 5 is because I think Whippo is probably top 5 as far as top lane. I feel like we just not discredit, but not count his split in jungle because he had some really, really good jungle games. But as far as the top laner, I think Whippo's probably top 5 in the West. Santorin, at least top 2 in LCS. Bjerg, up in the air. It's up in the air about what he's going to do. Hans,
Yeah, we haven't seen him
probably-
play, recently.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's been streaming every once in a great while, but other than that, you don't see too much. I'm sure he plays a lot, but I think with whoever TL brings in confirmed for their head coach, because it's confirmed Cold will not be the coach next season for TL, because he was like an assistant analytics coach who just happened to be brought on as head coach because of the whole Jet situation.
Yes.
But I think in game that will really help TL having a coach who's somebody who has coached as one of their players. Like, I think Bjergsen could really bring a lot to the game, or like bring a lot to TL's game.
Yep.
Now, he's not too much different from Jensen because they both really enjoy control mages. So Bjergsen, I think, is better than Jensen. He's at least always been better than Jensen.
Yeah.
And Bwippo over Alfar, I don't think that's an upgrade. Hansama over Tactical, I think that's a massive upgrade. And I love Tactical, but you could place a lot of heavy blame on him in crucial situations. Game 5, getting hit by Perk's Zoe Bubble to get caught out and lose the game. I still haven't forgiven him for that.
Well,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think next episode we'll have a lot more confirmed. Because right now
Yeah.
it's just kind of like talking about what could.
Yeah,
possibly
we'll
happen.
have to see what comes out within the
Yeah.
the next week or so.
Well, T1's roster, we still have Arcana, we have our jungler Onir, which, you know what? I'm a fan.
Odinier's good.
Super fan of Onir. Of course, Faker mid, but I feel like it's that time soon. It might be this season might be his last one.
better.
Shut up, stay over there.
Ben's going to be
Um,
buying a Gen G jersey with
Yeah.
Chovy on the back.
With my money,
With Tyler's. Hey, Merry Christmas, Trent.
Happy birthday.
So I do want to go ahead and switch it up here. So we did a little bit about roster. One thing that is actually pretty big, and it seems to it's a big topic that comes out right around this time every year, just because there's always going to be new changes, and that's preseason. So I didn't realize this. I actually did a little bit of research last night, and just in regards to the topic here, I didn't realize the elemental drakes. They're only 2 years old.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know they came out in 2019 preseason.
yeah. The OGs, the old
Yeah.
Drakes, used to be, you kill a Drake, you get a specific buff. You kill a second Drake, you get this buff, all the way up, and it was for both teams. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like RNG. Whatever team got, like say you got your third Drake, whatever that buff is. If the enemy team gets 3 Drakes, they get that same buff.
Mm-hmm.
It took the RNG completely out of the game, and that was so nice. Good times, better times. Miss those
So,
days.
so yeah, 2019 they introduced the elemental drakes. Preseason 2020, or season 10, whatever you want to call it, introduced new items. From what I can recall, right? Was it new items?
Yes.
No. Yeah, new items. Now this season here, this preseason, they're I would say they're building on top of the last 2 systems, right? Because we got new drakes, so they're just adding on to that previous, and now we have new items again. Yeah, there's a little bit of rune changes, but the main thing is the new drakes and the new items is what it's primarily going to come down to. So I mean, to start off with that, the new new thing with the dragons, we have 2 new drakes, Hextech Dragon and Chemtech Dragon. Now, Vicky has yet to touch preseason, so it's going to be a bit interesting to get her thoughts in some of these here. I know me, you, and Trent, Dan, we played 3 or 4 games last night, together. Hextech, what's your opinion on Hextech Dragon? So, for anybody not knowing, so with Hextech Drake, really the only it gives you ability haste, and then if you get the soul, it kind of acts like static shiv. There's like a chain lightning that can hit up to 4 enemy players. But yeah, just the buff itself from like a single Hextech Drake, it's 5 ability haste and 5% attack speed per stack. So if you get 2 Hextech Drakes, that's then 10% attack speed, 10 ability haste. Yeah. So yeah, it says about the actual Hextech Dragon Soul. It's when a team obtains the soul, they gain a chain lightning slow on their next basic attack or ability. That deals true damage based on the champion level, 1 through 18, whatever. It bounces to 3 additional targets and it slows. So it's very, very similar to what I would say like Static Shiv is, whenever that was in the game. The actual Hextech Rift, whenever the whole Rift map changes, you get teleporters, Hex Gates, which we see those in Arcane, thanks to Jace, which I think is just really cool. I like how they combine those two together. To me, that makes a lot of sense. It really, really does change up team fights, and just mobility around the map in general, which is really, really insane. I know when we were playing it last night and I was playing support, I can't tell you how many times I stuck a ward by that Hextech, by the Hextech gate at the Dragon Pit, because they can, enemy team. Let's say we're blue side. I put a ward right behind Dragon Pit where the Hex Gate is. The other Hex Gate is over on red side by their blue buff, so they can just take the gate, teleport through, and they could essentially flank it. So I was putting wards like crazy. When I was playing Caitlyn, I was sticking traps there. I'm just like, no, this ain't happening. And the funny thing is that you can go either way, so both teams can use it. So I mean, that's just more mobility there. And then each team has 2 Hex Gates in their base that only they can use. Goes from their base into by like Krugs or Wolves, which I think is cool. It just adds more mobility for those less mobile champs. A good one comes to mind for me is Maokai, who's just super tanky, but he is slow as hell. Like, you gotta build Swifties or Mobies on him every game, because it's awful. And Jin's another one that comes to mind. I mean, Jin can be fed, but he's still gonna be slow as shit unless he's got Swifties. It's just. But so I do like that. I really do like that change. I don't know. What are your guys' opinion? I don't know. I would like to start off with Dan first, and then just kind of work the way around. Well, because I want to save Vicky. I want to save Vicky for last because she hasn't experienced it yet. So I'd like to see what her opinion is. Once she hears what we have to say.
Vicky's gonna take notes and be like, "Yeah, I agreed with this and this and this and this."
She's looking at catch
no
notes right now.
What we're talking about, so she's just gonna scroll the drakes while we talk. So let's try to give her to get caught up. So as far as the Hextech Drake goes, because I can't really speak about Chemtech, so that'll be all you, Tyler, because I have yet to play on it. And it's funny,
we're gonna have a conversation about it. Don't you worry. I'll have my rant like you did with Damwon Kia last week.
That's okay, because I wanted to talk a little bit less this time, even though we talked about the roster rumors. So I'll make mine pretty simple and sweet. Like, as far as the gates, I didn't really see where they go. I just literally click them when I see them, and it's whatever. When I played it, I played top lane, so anytime I needed to get somewhere, I just teleported, so that was nice. But as far as the Hex Gates go, I feel like it's, at least with both Drakes, warding is a much bigger priority for the team than with the previous Drakes.
I agree. Yeah, with both, warding is now top priority.
Yeah, which is, I think that's how the game should be, where, you work as a team to ward instead of just being like, what, support, you can handle all the warding. We don't have to ward anything. So,
Hashtag trend in the mid lane.
as far as like,
Excuse me, I buy control wards.
My
finally.
bad, 3 a
But
game.
don't drop them.
Yeah, you
6
can
months
just sit
ago,
in your
this guy didn't
inventory.
use actives.
No, I actually buy more than I should because I always place one and then it never gets destroyed and I replace it.
Yeah, 6 months ago, this guy wasn't using active items.
Ever.
Like, it was actually like a month ago, but yeah.
I was trying to give you the little benefit of the doubt.
No, yeah, it's not fun.
Like, okay, so I only played the 2 games. I played top. I played Garen and Gnar,
Yeah.
and had 2 absolutely incredible games. I don't know how much of that is tied to the extra attack speed. I guess on Gnar, I could see. I could see for both because Garen obviously gets on his spin.
Spin to win.
It increases, based on attack speed. So, and then Gnar, you have your better chance to get your 3 procs for your W. But I felt, I don't know, like with that static shiv passive, I felt like, I know it wasn't that much damage, but I was feeling like I was just unstoppable. I could just fight anybody. I mean, I was very fed, but
Welcome.
I just felt like I was way stronger than I was, even though I probably wasn't. It was just feeling like I was. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go into like custom games and just mess around with the gates and whatnot. But I do like how it's gonna feel like support is not only going to be the ones responsible for majority of the warding. It's gonna take a team effort, which is fine because that's what League is. It's a team game. You all want to protect your area, well then ward. Have the whole team ward. Everybody buy a control ward right now. If you're watching this and you're playing League of Legends, recall right now. I don't care if you're mid-fight. I don't care if your enemy team's taking Baron and you're the only one who can save it. Nope, back and buy a control ward right now.
Yep.
And
Buy
tweaks.
3. Buy 2. Stack them up. Alright, Trent, what's your opinion on Hextech Drake? Because I know you two haven't touched Chemtech. That'll.
I hate it.
I'm reading Chemtech, and it is. Oh lord.
Well,
Alright,
See, Vicky has a life, so she's not always playing League of Legends like we are.
Alright, let's talk about this.
Oh boy, rant time.
It's stupid, I hate it. I'm done. Go ahead.
What? Oh. Why do you hate it? I don't mind it, but to be honest with
I
you.
hate it now. It's fine, except for that there's... Say it's soul point for both teams, and they just respawned and it's half full. No, it's like half HP, and you have an 80 carry on it. The whole team respawns, takes it.
Oh, when they
I
take
guess I don't have
the
anything
hex
negative
gates
to
and
say
stuff.
about it because we haven't been in a position like the 2 games that we played.
We've smashed.
We got every Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Hextech Soul both times. So I think once I take some L's, the enemy team having it might take my love for it down a little bit. But as far as like sample size though, I haven't really had much of a.
I also
talk
think
in
it's not strong enough. I think the static shift part is not
I
as
agree.
strong.
I think Static Shiv needs a little bit of a buff for that.
It's
You guys want more than like what is it? What like 4 Drakes? You want more than 20% attack speed?
it's not.
No,
it's not 4.
not that.
It's
The
only
actual
2.
soul point with the Static Shiv. I think the
It's only
Static Shiv
10%.
thing needs buff.
Oh yeah. Oh well, okay. It could be 4 if the enemy team gets
It could be,
Yeah,
but
if
like,
they do
from what
reverse
we
sweep.
from what
Yeah.
we've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
is 10%.
because like you look at if like so max you can get is 24. Say enemy team gets first 2 Drakes, you
Yeah.
get 4 Hextech Drakes. That's basically your whole team getting a Zeal as far as attacks because Zeal gives 18% attack speed. So you got of course that gives crit, but Drake doesn't give crit. But like we're talking like attack speed base. A Zeal gives 18% attack speed. Your team could be running around with 20. So a Zeal being 1,050 gold, let's take off the crit part of it. We're looking at I'd say about 600 gold worth of stats. 600 gold worth of stats for your whole team. That's pretty good. That's 3k gold.
Yeah,
Well-
no, I agree. I like that base of the buff. I'm talking about like when you get sold the actual static shiv.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
damage and the slow. I think that could be buffed a little bit. Not necessarily the slow, but the damage
It's
is
not good.
very, very little. Like it says, it's 25 to 75 true damage based on level. So at level
If they
18,
keep
it's
Inferno
only
is better.
75 true damage.
If they keep Hextech, they do the Hextech Soul. If they keep the attack speed, they should raise the the damage on the Shiv. If they're gonna keep the damage the same, they should raise the slow.
By like 50%.
I don't think that much, but
Yeah.
if they keep the slow the same, they should increase the attack speed or the damage a little bit.
Yeah, well, I
Beyond
think
hit
the slow's fine because if as a melee champion, it's 45%. If you're ranged, it's 35. I mean, that's a pretty decent slow.
If you're melee, any slow is good slow.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm in Mega Gnar and I get like 45% slow, you know what? I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah. So
I'm not done. I wish there was one more gate that you could take from both sides of it. So like not like the ones in the base. I want one from one side of the jungle to the other side. Like blue to red.
That's busted.
Blue to red.
That's busted.
Yeah, that'd
No.
be.
It's
You
not.
go to your red buff, you instantly take blue buff? Come on.
No, not like blue to red. From chickens to
enemy
the
chickens.
other side.
Chickens to wolves?
No.
That's the same thing.
No,
Shut up, it's good
chickens
enough.
to enemy
Because you
chickens.
clear red, go to chickens, take the portal to wolves, and clear blue in the span of like 15 seconds.
It's not that long. It takes.
I
like
mean, to
20,
be fair,
30,
that would
but,
be
like,
late game because you would have to have already at least. Well, I mean, that'd be already mid game because you'd already have two
Yeah.
drakes. But I mean, I think he's thinking he would want one from like blue side chickens to red side chickens.
No, that's stupid.
You don't want to go diagonal. You want to go straight across again.
Well,
No,
I
'cause
want to
then
go
there's
this
no.
way.
Then there's no point in calling sides. You'd flip the map.
No, it'd be good.
No,
Trust.
I don't know.
You don't play
uh,
jungle. Be quiet.
your whole team goes
I
to
played
your
jungle
wolves
last season.
to sneak the Baron.
What you're saying is invalid. That's what they're saying.
It's valid. Trust me.
So
That's the only way I could see it is if
Yeah.
you could fake out the enemy team. Let's say enemy team, like let's say you're red side, and blue team warded river, right by drag, and let's say you clear your gromp and you go down. Oh, they see you on a ward. So you know that, so you go up, and you go to wolves, and you take the portal to chickens, and then you guys sneak Baron. That's like I could see it from that sense. Like as a nice little mind trick, but as far as like general game,
yeah, but with the new objective bounties, though, do you really think that's going to happen
my
a lot?
God.
I don't think so.
I hate those so much.
Anyway, before we talk about Chemtech, the Cloud Drake, because Hextech Drake kind of was
sucks.
literally going to overpower Cloud Drake. So they changed it entirely. So Cloud Drake used to give you 12 ultimate ability haste, whereas Hextech gives you just standard ability haste for all of your abilities. So they changed it so now Cloud Drake actually gives you movement speed out of combat, and it also gives you slow resistance, which to me fits. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because even whenever the map is a cloud map, or cloud rift, red and blue buff areas, you get movement speed in it. So I mean that just makes more sense on like a theme perspective, and as a narrative or story, that makes more sense to me. Jungle did get a little bit of changes in terms of camps. Really only one thing: Rift Scuttle no longer as important as it was this past season. I mean, when you think about it, Rift Scuttle is one of, it used to be one of the best neutral objectives for both teams. If and at the very start of the game, Scuttle spawns on both sides of the river at 3 minutes 15 seconds, and then from there it'll take one side afterwards. Kind of flip back and forth. But that first Rift Scuttle was super important to the first 5 minutes of the game, because if your jungler on your team gets both Scuttles and then clears out everything, does his rotation, or his camp clears the same every time, and he's matching the enemy jungler, he's still going to be ahead because he has that extra camp advantage.
If he clears every jungle camp and both scuttles, he'll be at 5.5 XP.
Yeah, ahead. I mean, he is. Yeah, and then there was really no way to catch up on this as an enemy jungler standpoint until they reintroduced catch-up XP back in the jungle earlier this past season. I think it was mid-season when they brought it back. Now, because of that, because they did reduce the impact on Rift Scuttle, they did reduce it with lessened XP. It is now has less health as well, and it's also tinier to reflect how unimportant that little crab is now.
I didn't see
which
how
I
tiny
think
it
is
was.
funny. New thing here as well. Just looking at the patch notes earlier today, they call it. It's still Rift Sculler, but now they call it the Baby Bug version, which I think is funny. Now, let's say Cloud Drake was the only one that really got adjusted just because it didn't fit. It would be a less important Hextech dragon at that point. Chemtech, though. Holy shit, Riot. Holy shit. Like I said, and like I claimed...
Wait, are we getting Vicky's?
Yeah, like I claimed in previous things, last episode, I am not good at League. I am 100% okay with that. I don't care. I'll be bronze the rest of my life. I do not care. That is fine with me. But, holy shit, Riot, this dragon makes me think you do not play your game, or you only play ARAM, and you just run it down mid. Holy shit.
I like it. I'm looking forward.
So
Me
Chemtech...
and Trent are ARAM masters.
Yeah, so you three haven't played with Chemtech Soul. I've had 3 games with Chemtech Soul, and holy shit, is it broken. It is... I would say it's... Honestly, it is probably the biggest change that League has ever seen. Even more impactful than Preseason 2019 when all the new Elemental Drakes came in. Even more than that. Because this will... and honestly, it makes team fighting a joke. It makes it a joke. So, for anybody that's listening or watching this on YouTube, just the standard buff. Let's say you kill... the first dragon of the game, it is Chemtech. It grants you 5% bonus damage per stack of dragon. You're against enemies that have more health than you. 5%. The soul, you get a buff that grants them. Essentially, it's a Scion passive. You get a second. You get a second life. Now, obviously, your health decays just literally like Scion passive. But they revive with 80% of their base health. Plus 50% of their bonus health. And then they gain either 75% or 30% decaying movement speed. Depending on if you're melee or ranged. Revived champions also take 40% less damage. And that's flat, just 40% less damage overall. Yes, they deal 33% less damage, but they take they also take damage equal to an and this is on Riot's patch, quote, ever increasing percent of their starting health every 0.25 seconds. Now that sounds like a lot, but it's literally Scion passive where you just green and you just wreck face. it's very, very broken. Especially if you are someone who, like Echo, can just alt and then reset that. You essentially just become tank Echo at that point. I had an Echo in my game where we were doing the team fight for Elder. We lost Elder in the team fight. They aced us. Echo came back, got a quadra kill.
That's too insane.
It was broken. And keep in mind, this Echo was 5 and 10 before the fight.
And Death Power Spike.
Yeah. The second life is ridiculous. Like I said, that's just one example. It is crazy nuts. Now, one thing I really do like, and this kind of touches based on what you were mentioning about earlier, Dan, with Hextech about warding. So when it is a Chemtech Rift, red and blue, well, I'd say it's red area and then wolves. Get the camouflage zone, which I think is really, really cool. You literally go into, you become camouflaged. Regular wards do not work to show vision in the Chemtech zones. Only control wards, which I think is really cool.
Sweeps?
No, sweeps doesn't work either. I tested it. It does not work unless you are like right next to them. Kind of like how Evelyn works. If you get too close to Evelyn, then you see her. That still happens. But sweeps does not show them. So it's kind of like Teemo. Teemo can be invisible, just standing still. Sweeps doesn't show him, which to me is kind of troll, but I mean it's Teemo, so it kind of fits. It's Teemo.
Crash Panda.
But it is fundamentally broken. It is insane. It's a lot of fun if you get the buff. It sucks if you don't get it. I had 3 games of Chemtech. 2 of them, my team got the Chemtech Soul. I played 1 game where we did not. When we did not get Chemtech Soul, I mean, it was a literal snooze fest. I mean, you kill them, they revive, boom, then they one-shot you again. And what's even worse, I don't know. I imagine they're going to have to tweak it a bit, because Guardian Angel works with it as well. So if you're 80 carry and you get Chemtech Soul, if you die, the first thing that pops is Guardian Angel. It's not like Stopwatch, where if you buy 2 stopwatches and you click on one, they both get used. It's not like that. Guardian Angel procs first, then if you die after that, before your Guardian Angel's back up, then Chemtech pops.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
So that, yeah, it's disgusting.
A Nivea.
Yeah, and then you get like a
That's
Nivea.
3 lives.
Yeah, or like I was mentioning, Echo Alt. It's crazy.
Wait, that's 4.
I mean,
I didn't even
Echo.
get
Well, in my
lives.
Echo, he died 3 times, but he still got a quadra kill. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, you guys will just have to experience it. It is
Cool.
literally insane. I don't imagine how it works with. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work with Scion. I haven't seen Scion yet. I mean, I had a Scion jungle, but I don't think that was the game where we had Chemtech.
Cool. Scion, wait. What?
Yeah, I had a game this morning that had Scion jungle on our team.
I feel like Scion would not work.
I don't know. What, Dan? What do you think of Chemtech, just based on what we've experienced with like the buffs?
Hold on. I want to put my input already.
Yeah.
there we
We've
go.
all had our time to talk. It's now the female we only have her in the videos to increase viewers.
Yeah, there you go. So, Vicky, what do you think?
That's what I'm just gonna say. We are fucked this season. Like, honestly. Like, I'm reading the patch updates as fast as I can, and to a point where my eyes are going cross-eyed, and I'm just like, you know what? I might not even touch League this season. I was like, you know what? I'm good. And I told Tyler this. I was like, I'm gonna try and grind hard this season. That's coming up.
on stream. But I showed her a match
stream.
history. Every one of my games was over 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
There's
so I'm
no
gonna
way.
I'm gonna try hard. I'm gonna be a try hard for
Yeah.
this season, you know? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. We're
No,
fucked.
there's no way.
You see, for me, I'm actually excited about it because I'm one of those kind of players that when the game goes later, I play better.
When the game goes later, I get tired.
Like, I play so much better when a game's like 40 minutes, when it's like that knife's edge. Whoever loses this team fight is going to lose the game. I love that's my favorite part of the game. Like, these 15, 20-minute one-sided stomps, get me out of there. Get me these 45-minute games. Let me do my macro, and I'm good.
And the funny thing is, if you're getting stomped early, nobody wants to FF now because of objective bounties.
And I think that's what's good for the game.
And that's
For the
what's making
reason
them game
being,
longer.
FFing has become such a...
It's very
That's right.
toxic.
Yeah, so when Riot put forfeiting in, 15 into the game, it was at the point where it was like, okay, we're down 15-1. We're down 4 turrets to nothing. We have an AFK. Like, they're in and out. It's like, okay, this game's not winnable.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna forfeit, go to the next game. That's fine. But then now it's like you're the slightest bit behind, and I'm guilty of this too. I'm no saint when it comes to this. My team's down 10 kills to 8. We're down 2 turrets to 1. It's 15 minutes. Oh, let's FF go next. It's like, if you're not smashing the game, then you want to forfeit.
Yeah.
And that's how League has become. It's become that if we're not stopping, I don't want to play. If it's a close game and I'm slightly behind, well, let's just forfeit. Everyone's mental is just ruined. So, like, with these bounty objectives, you have those people that the team is down really far and it's like, oh, I don't feel like playing this game. They won't FF. I'm just going to AFK split push. That could actually be somewhat decent now.
Dude, split pushing is, I played a game earlier today on stream. I had a Yorick who was getting dicked in lane, and objective bounty spawned for us. I mean, we were down like 2-18, and he just split pushed, and all of a sudden he got 2 towers, and I had like a 1,500 gold in my...
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Okay, let me back real quick. And I was like, power spikes inbound. Here we go. And we won. We won the game.
I will say, though, as somebody who's played since Season 4, I do not like the direction the game's heading. Because it seems with everything that they add in, it's taking away from how well your team does. If my jungler did a great path, they killed the enemy jungle at the first scuttle crab, and then they went down and they took bot scuttle crab, that should be rewarded to the person who made the play. And if my team rotated, say my bot lane got first tower, and then they rotated mid lane, and then they took mid tower, and gave themselves a nice gold lead, I feel there should be no bounties because you could just play bad and misplay and then still have a way back into the game, whereas this team who played perfectly early game is now going into a mid game where the enemy team can take any objectives pretty much and get rewarded for it. I feel, and I mean, I know Trent and I were laughing about it last night, like, just get good, like, just don't suck. I feel like if you're getting stomped for a reason, and you should not be able to just use this bounty system to crawl yourself back in the game. If you want to crawl yourself back in the game, then you find a pick, you find an odd man team fight, and you work your way up that way, relying on these bounties. Because it's like last night, we were so far ahead. Like I was like 15 kills deep on Gnar with a 110 Yasuo who's just been split pushing all game. And the game still was almost 40 minutes because they were getting all this gold from the objectives. They just kept Yasuo topside while rest of us are trying to team fight for Drake. So, I don't know. I don't like how it's going. Maybe the bounties will get changed a little bit to make it a little bit less
snowballing,
rewarding for playing bad.
Yeah.
I could see it like right
Oh my
opening
God.
the door for you.
I've been muted the whole time.
Well, it's okay. You weren't talking anyway.
I was agreeing with you. I was like,
Oh.
yeah. Anyway,
Bullshit.
I think it needs to be nerfed gold-wise.
I agree.
Because I think each player gets 250 per tower.
But you think that's 250, that is 1250 for the total team.
Yeah.
So if a team's at 5,000 gold by playing well,
One
and
tower.
somebody gets a tower, boom, that's close to a quarter of your lead gone because somebody got a tower. I think tower plates is where they should have stopped as far as like giving gold for objectives. Other than the passive gold you get for killing like Drakes and Baron, but
Yeah.
I'm not excited.
I don't know. I don't like the game right now.
I'll still play it. It's just I don't.
I like
just-
the new items.
Yeah. I haven't really used them yet.
Ooh, new items. Yeah, I would like to talk about the new items next here.
Crown felt good.
Dude, Crown's busted, okay?
It's not busted. It's good.
It is very, very strong. That's 75% damage reduction.
Yeah, but it's only for 3 seconds.
I'm
Still, I
going
mean, that's a
to-
lot.
Let's
And
see.
shield bow basically gives you.
Vicky, before we switch to items, did you want to say anything anymore about Chemtech? Or even Hextech, even?
We're still fucked.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
So I will
Good
say
input.
one of the new items that's out, well, two actually. I actually called, when I don't know if it was mentioned in last episode or not, but it might even just been with us in Discord, just because I've been spamming Maokai support. Two of the new items, you build it on Maokai now, at least according to Mobalytics today.
Evan Shroud.
Evan Shroud, and the new tier item, which I had a feeling you would build tier on Maokai now. When you do, Maokai support, you build Fimble Winter, or Winter's Approach, and it turns into Fimble Winter. So yeah, well, for anybody that doesn't know, so Evan Shroud's the new thing. It's essentially to help out with kind of like tanky supports. Like Leona, Maokai, Nautilus, who would always build Locket of the Iron Solar. You can now build Evan Shroud. And it essentially combines kind of like Locket and Abyssal Mask. So it's like the
Evan
same
Shroud is
stats
Locket.
as Locket, but it has the passive ability as Abyssal Mask. So anytime you immobilize champions, or if you get immobilized, you cause the target and all nearby enemies to take increased damage by 12% for 5 seconds. So, I mean, it is fantastic. It's like my go-to item now on Maokai. And then you build Winter's Approach with the tier item now. Just because I would say Maokai, he is a tank that relies heavily on mana. Like, holy smokes. I mean, I know his Q through E, they're all 60 mana, and then his ult is 100. And I think you only start off with like 300 something mana at level 1. So, I mean, it is very, very heavy on the mana. So, yeah, passive, you gain bonus health equal to 8% of your mana. But anytime you strike an ability, it consumes a charge. You know, you gain 3 bonus mana. It gives you... max 360 mana because of tier, and then it'll transform into Fimble Winter. Fimble Winter, Slowing or mobilize an enemy champion consumes 3% of current mana and grants a shield for 3 seconds, absorbing 100 to 200 base damage plus 5% damage as your current mana would be. It's an 8-second cooldown. The shield is increased by 80% if more than one enemy is near you. So Tank Maokai is fully tanky now. But it's cool because I like how it gives you the shield, because then allows mages to actually build the new item that gets rid of shields. So you no longer have to be like a Syndra, having to build Serpent's Fang. You don't need it anymore. Mages now have that new item that works with them, which I like. I really do enjoy that. I mean, there's a couple other changes to the new items. I mean, Bomby Sender got a quick update. Now it can execute minions that would be killed by more than one ticket immolate. Woohoo. I think that's more just like a bug fix, to be honest with you. I mean, Frostfire got a little bit of an update. Turbo Chem Tank got that updated, so now has a new mythic passive.
I see Trent smiling.
Yeah, dude, Chem Tank. So just for anybody to know, Chem Tank. Again, I'm just looking at the patch notes here, just for notes. It has a new passive. So moving and dealing damage fills up the Chem Tank. At 100 stacks, your next basic attack deals, max health magic damage to all nearby enemies. But yeah, it now gives you all of your other legendary items, 5 ability haste, and 50 additional health. So you just be more tanky, more spammy, which I like. I feel like that's going to be great for Udyr.
Oh yes.
Maybe Volibear I could see, but I mean, I played a couple Volley Bears today, both jungle and top, and they build AP. AP Volibear, I mean, was just it was crushing us, dude. He was run, slap, stun. Oh my god, you're dead. I was getting one shot from a W on a freaking. Oh yeah, because he was building like Riftmaker, went into I can't remember what's the on hit thing that you always build.
Nashor's.
Yeah, Nashor's Tooth. It was gross. So Abyssal Mask actually got updated here, so it no longer increases the damage they take. They actually changed it. So now the only item that gives you increased damage to enemy team members is the new Evan Shroud, which I didn't realize they changed. So it now it's cursed nearby enemy champions, reducing their magic resist by 5. For each cursed enemy gains 7 magic resist. So now it's more of a MR item now, which I think fits. Which makes sense. It's going to be a good choice for, like they say, some AP bruisers, like AP Volibear, or even some like battle mages like Syndra, if you really need, the MR, and then you get, if you really want to have some like AP, like magic penetration almost. So I feel like that could really work. Force of Nature, I'm not too worried about Force of Nature. We really didn't. I never really seen it a whole lot.
I built it on Udyr.
So, I mean, the only time I think I would ever really build Force of Nature is if like they were fully heavy MR, like if a Rise got fed or like a Cass, then I would maybe build it. But to be honest with you, that's really about it.
A little bit off topic.
What?
Dan, the reason I laughed is because I thought you played your soundboard, the Taco Bell, but it was actually an ad, and I looked at you, and I was like...
It's just funny that it lined up right as they were talking, right? He was talking about Chemtech, or Chemtech.
Yeah. I was like, okay, it's Chemtech, and I hear a ding, and I thought it was you, and I literally start looking up, and he's like, I see Trent smiling, I was like, okay, Dan.
No, that was actually not me. I don't think you guys can hear the stream deck.
I don't think you can, but I thought I did.
If that was the case, I'd be spamming nut about 100 times.
Yeah. So I mean, in terms of the items,
Yes.
guys, what are you guys most excited for? I would like to start off with Vicky first, and I do apologize, Vicky. I feel like I've just kind of been leaving you there in the background, so I don't mean
I'm
to.
still reading.
So well, what?
She
what
hasn't played it yet, so she's not
Yeah.
like.
So
as
Yeah.
of-
Not-
yeah.
I'm just updating my brain right now, and my brain is still telling me that we are fucked.
Are you still?
Like
So
like
earlier in
2022
yeah.
season is literally hashtag we are fucked.
So earlier today on stream, Vicky said she wanted to try out top and mid.
Yeah.
And Oriana, which
Oh god.
we
not
talked
playing.
about Oriana a little bit here because Trent's like Oriana sucks, and we pulled
I
up
hate
some
Oriana.
stats on Oriana, and we're like, she is the most balanced champion in the game. I'd say maybe her and Syndra, to be honest
I
with
don't
you.
want balance. I want OP so I can play it.
No, but like,
Everyone wants to feel good in mid lane playing OP champions.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, I played not OP champions actually yesterday.
I
you're
literally
gonna
have
be-
played Yorick mid and made it work.
Darius
played
mid
Riot.
and made it work.
49 win rate.
Yumi mid
yeah.
and made it
What is
work.
Rise of? 44%?
I think Rise is about 44.
Yeah, I played him and I smashed.
All right, new items. What are you looking forward to? What are you not looking forward to? Somebody go.
Vicky, speak.
We're fucked.
Okay, Trent.
Alright. I like him.
That it?
Well, no. Crown needs buffed.
No. Oh no.
Needs a 6
Says
second,
the Rise
75%
enthusiast.
reduction.
Hashtag not biased.
He's only
6
played like 3 games of Rise, just for everybody to know.
It needs to be, instead of 3 seconds, it needs to be 7 or 10.
What?
Jesus.
Make it overpowered and let me play it. Only me though. Everyone else gets 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're the one
No.
complaining that Oriana is like valid.
I have yet to play Oriana.
Oriana
He's
is
gonna
really,
play-
really fun, but I would start off with Syndra first.
It's gonna stay.
Really?
No, I have Syndra, but
All right. So I haven't really played the new items, so I can't give. I'm gonna make this short and sweet because I know we still have to cover TFT. I mean, I know this is already probably a pretty decently long podcast.
We're at an hour and 20
So-
minutes.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
send
God.
you guys a video on Reddit right now. It's in the league chat, and this is Nocturne with Axiom Arc.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I see it here. Let me pull it up on stream real quick.
And for those who don't know, Axiom Arc, you get a 55 attack damage, 10 lethality, 25% ability haste. Also, you get the passive refresh. When a champion dies within 3 seconds of having them damaged, refund 25% of your ultimate
he
abilities
just ulted
cooldown.
twice.
Thank you.
What?
So, with level 14 Nocturne at the proper
Yeah.
items, whatever he has stat time, Nocturne's roughly a 60-second ult cooldown. So
I
each
really
kill,
He ulted
each kill
twice.
takes 15 seconds off of the ult. So
No.
in the clip
Wow.
that's on stream, or that's on the video,
Yeah.
or that's on the podcast, I guess, you basically
So
Alt,
one alt.
kill, alt, kill.
Yeah.
Please, Riot, change this a little bit. Change it to like 15, or hell, even 20%. Just don't make it somebody can cast, an assassin can cast 2 ultimate abilities in one team fight.
Alright, playing assassins.
That's all I have to say about the new items, because I'll have more to say next time, but not anything else this time.
Alright, I'm playing assassins tonight.
Nocturne
Looks
mid,
fun.
there you go.
I think I might.
So yeah, that's Axiom Arc. I ran into that. I forget who built it. Oh no, I think it was the Volibear that we got absolutely wrecked on. It was disgusting.
Trent's gonna play Rise and just build Axiom. He's gonna play Yone and just get Axiom Arc. Everybody he
sounds-
plays
Actually stupid.
Or Zed.
Axiom Arc on everyone.
Zed.
Go full lethality Yone.
Oh my god.
There you go. Have fun. Try in a game with Tyler before I get in.
No.
Lethality Misfortune. There we go.
Oh god, could you imagine Misfortune getting 2 ults in one fight?
Oh, I'm
Triple
excited.
ult,
Oh.
triple ult.
Everybody just needs to build an Axiom arc, no matter what.
To be fair, it only is it do an assist? Does an assist count towards it, or is it only kills?
Takedowns,
I'm
it
pretty
says.
sure. Yeah, it's takedowns, so it can't.
Takedowns.
It's assists.
It's kills and assists.
Yep.
Yeah.
No shot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just now make that?
I like it.
No, it literally says, whenever an enemy
Okay, but-
champion dies within 3 seconds after you've damaged them, refund 25% of your ultimate's total cooldown.
You see, it's funny. She's been sitting here saying that she's been reading and training
Yeah.
her brain. I feel
Really,
like this whole time she's just been doing that.
No
No,
worries. This
actually, I
next
have this
topic
app
here, she's going to
for a
talk a
while.
lot. So, I actually would like to get into the next topic here a little bit, because I know this has been kind of running a little bit long, and so
What?
do
Only an hour
apologize
and
for
a
that.
half.
But this is something that we can all really talk about, because we've been playing quite a bit. And that's actually going to be the new TFT set. Came out, I would say maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, something like that. So it's set 6, Gizmos and Gadgets. I've been really enjoying it. I used to hate TFT, but I've never been a big fan of auto chess, but I've been
You
really
also-
getting into TFT now. I know whenever we all play, and I think it's mainly just because we can play ranked together, and I think that's what's really kind of got me into it. Is
Hey, I didn't get to read that.
that there you go, Trent's a bitch. But yeah, no, honestly, it's been having a blast. I don't know. What do you guys think of the new set? I really like the new origins and the whole theme of it. I don't know. I think it's really cool that they tied it into Arcane. Like I mentioned, there is a TFT Easter egg in Arcane. I'm not going to mention it now because I don't think Vicky has seen it, but we will definitely talk about it next week.
Everybody in
I'm
TFT dies
excited.
at the end.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I'm excited for it. I like how they, like I said, they kind of tied everything together, which is really cool. They introduced new champs this time in set 6. I think Vex first time. Was it Seraphine? I know his first time, which is cool. Obviously, I know
Was
these
Seraphine in the
are newer
last one?
champs, but
No.
no, Seraphine was not in set 5. But I don't know. I think it's really cool. I really like Syndicate. Syndicate's been my go-to for ranking up. I usually do like a Syndicate into a Mutant / Arcanist. Normally I go Darius with Blitzcrank to get the... so normally I go Darius, Twisted Fate, Cassidon, Blitzcrank, Malzahar, Zyra, and then late game I'll normally add like a Braum or like an Akali, and that shit is just gross. You stack all AP items as much as you can on Malzahar. That dot just wrecks face. And what's really good, the dot applies kind of like Morello's, or no, decreases or magic resist. So you do more damage and it just melts. But I mean, that's what I've been building when I can. But like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with TFT. I don't know, I just like this theme. I did not like last set as much as I do this one here.
Okay. The TFT is gonna quit talk now, because I've been playing TFT since it first came out, and everybody gave me shit about it.
It's funny because out of the 4 of us, she's the lowest rank.
As of right now, that is very true.
I haven't been able to play, but watch, I'm gonna grind hard. Okay. Be careful, Dan. I honestly love this set a lot. Like, it has now these new components like the augment cores, and then the toem where you just get like these random, elements, and I feel like Riot actually did something great with TFT this season. My favorite build is Bodyguard an academy now. Super strong. Love
Ooh,
it.
she doesn't
I
know
have to-
about the nerf stand. She doesn't know. Academy got nerfed, but Bodyguard got buffed.
Good riddance.
Fine, then I'm gonna go bodyguard Chemtech then. Fuck
That's
it.
fine. I don't care. I don't play that crap.
Oh, Challengers
Challenger.
is broken.
It is so stupid though. I hate challengers.
Go Challenger Clockwork and tell me that shit's not broken.
Oh, that thing is completely.
It's nothing but attack speed.
Well, I would not tell Trent that, but you know, Trent stole that from me.
TFT
And having
patch.
Zillion, if you have
What?
Zillion early game of TFT, it's fucking broken. Like,
Clockwork
It's
is
not.
so-
It doesn't work.
Clockwork 2 is surprisingly, like, for how early you can get, it's very strong because you can get Camille. She's a 1 cost, Zillion's a 2 cost. Boom, right there, 10% attack speed for your entire team.
Yeah.
Now, that works for any comp. So it's like, you know, if you wanted to be a butthole and run academies and run Lux carry and have
Oh.
you could have 2 Clockwork in there, you could have 6 academy, 2 Clockworks, and you know, Lux is just Demacia, 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 Demacia.
All right, where's the clip machine? Let me clip that.
No, I remember the one TFT game that we were all playing. This guy built Lux like as her carry, and was literally ulting every second. It was disgusting. I forget what he built. It was like spear. No, it was
Urgent's
like,
Rabadon's Jeweled is disgusting.
That's
Yeah.
what he had.
yeah, it was gross. And then Tank Vex. Tank Vex is just
So
so
I
bad.
put out 2 tweets to TFT.
Yep.
One of them, the most recent one, was at TFT, Nerf Lux. And then a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, it was at TFT, Nerf Vex.
Yeah. Oh.
Tank Vex is disgusting, dude. That shield is so broken.
Since she has such low mana, the shield literally goes off in like
Yeah.
2 casts.
Yeah, and then it comes
I know.
back on. Or you go Lux and you just build a spear and you're like, hey, guess what? Ult every second because her mana cost is so damn low.
And if you get Academy with the academics thing,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
alt,
where they
alt.
cast their alt, they get to cast it again. Yeah, that's kind of
The,
ridiculous.
is it
Trent.
Cram Session?
No,
It's
it's
that augment?
academics something.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but
It's whenever they gain 80% mana after they're casting their first ability.
Oh,
Trent.
yeah.
what do you play in TFT? I noticed it's going to sound kind of similar to mine.
I don't want to talk about it then.
Oh no, it's your turn.
Yeah.
What do I play? All right.
Yeah, what do you play, Trent? What is the build that you play?
I play Voidborn Mutant.
What?
That's
Yeah,
funny.
Voidborn Mutant.
Let's see. You see, I have this thing called Mobalytics where I could pull up your TFT match history.
Oh no, that's not me, man. That's my ult.
That's still you. It's your all.
Oh,
Alright,
you-
my.
Listen, I play Clockwork, Challenger, okay, or I go Challenger, Academia, okay, deal with it.
Academy. Yeah.
Same thing.
See, like,
Or I go Voidborn Academy. One of the two.
see, Trent likes to steal my build, so I always
Yeah.
have to be constantly evolving. And lately, I've been having an absolute incredible time running Imperial Challengers
Mm-hmm.
with
Oh,
Samina
I
Carey.
did run that. I literally
Oh.
ran that yesterday. Or
It feels so good. Oh. Oh. But yes, challengers with yes, I agree. Challengers, Clockwork Challengers was like what I found the most success with. Usually it's Fiora carry. Like even just a 1-star Fiora with like full build at 1 star can completely wreck a team.
Yeah.
But as far as for my liking for set 6, I think it's all right. I think some of the augments are kind of yeah. I mean, I understand it's to make the game fresh, to make it more like not the same old TFT, which is fine. It's just I'm back and forth with it.
But TFT to like, this is just my opinion. Like, I kind of got tired. Like, every other game I've seen is very like card based. Like, recently, this is just a little off tangent, but I just downloaded like Back 4 Blood because I'm a big Left 4 Dead fan.
Yeah.
And literally, the game was like, oh, make sure you prep your cards before you go in. Make sure you do this. I'm like, dude, I just want to be a human that has a shotgun that's gonna shoot a zombie's head. I don't want to like go through a deck of cards and like add uploads and stuff like that. So like with TFT, I'm like actually pretty happy. Like they didn't decide to do like a full like add-on of cards. Like this is kind of like different issue. It randomly shuffles for everybody.
It feels like for TFT, they're giving you more RNG to an RNG based game.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. But
if it's done correctly, I agree.
Exactly. They're knowing Riot, the company we all love, they sometimes don't hit the nail on the head the first try. Or the second, or the third, or fourth, or fifth. Nerf Camille, please. Thank you.
Except for Arcane. Holy smokes, that show is fan-freaking-tastic.
Only took 6 years.
Okay, though. And then also, actually, Craig just sent me a video from Max from Limit explaining why he's excited about Riot's MMO. That's going to be coming.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I'm really excited about that, too.
That is going to be interesting. Although, all right, before, because I know this is our last topic, so I just want to touch on it real quick.
Yeah.
Ruin King looks stupid. That's it.
I don't even know
the art. I've watched a little bit on like Twitch and stuff. The art and like the actual like visuals of the game looks really, really good, but I don't like how it's turn based. I don't like that.
Turn-based games are meant for browsers. They're meant for browser games.
Besides
That's
Pokemon.
TFT.
Besides Pokemon.
Like, I'm talking. Okay, so I used to play this game called War Tune back in the day, and it was this Chinese turn-based game, free to play, cash shop, and all that fun stuff. It was turn-based combat, and it was just. It's so dumb. But I can understand how some people would like it. But for me, I think it's ass. But I don't want to get too much on that.
And then the new one from Riot Force that came out too, Hextech Mayhem. It's you play as Ziggs, and you just literally run, from the left side of your screen to the right side of your screen.
Yeah.
It's to music. I mean, it looks cool, but it's like to me it reminds me like Temple Run. I'm like that's just like Flappy Bird. It's
there we go.
Hey, Flappy Bird is a good game.
I still have Flappy Bird on my phone.
Caused the most amount of stress from the ages of 20 to 33-year-olds.
Just get better, dude.
I'm not surprised.
I still have Flappy Bird on my phone.
Do you know how many people had to go through therapy after that damn game?
Hey, that game was a college project.
Yeah. It's horrible.
No,
it was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was horrible.
Vicky, you're just saying that because you couldn't get past 3.
I didn't get the game.
Well, I did.
Yeah,
but no, like I said,
I was busy having friends.
I'm probably not gonna play those 2 games. The only thing I would maybe watch is Ruin King, but like it's not something I can watch for hours.
Yeah.
What even is Ruin King?
But I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about TFT here? Because I mean, I'm all good with it. I want to experiment more with other builds. I really haven't tried anything besides like Academy, Chemtech, and Challenger. That's really it.
Mercenaries.
Anybody have final words?
Final words with Trent?
With everybody.
Trent's a bitch. That's what she's gonna pull up.
Bitch.
I went last time, so I'll go first this time.
Alright.
Everybody just go watch my new bus sim video. That's pretty much it. Did you guys watch it?
I did. Episode 3.
Yeah.
Watch episode 3.
It came out 9 hours and 50 minutes ago.
I haven't even
Yeah,
watched
awesome.
episode
I'm
2.
so sorry.
Yeah.
I was
If you guys
recording.
want to check out Dan's channel, I will have it linked in the description for y'all. So
Oh,
Alright. I'm gonna go last.
wait.
highly
Vicky has
recommend
not
it.
seen my
It is
thumbnail yet.
hilarious.
I
I'm
have
gonna go last.
I'll send
So-
it to
Do
you
it
right now.
last time.
But no, again, as always, guys, I do appreciate you guys getting together and, you know, hanging out.
Those
and
are not
allowing me to
pajama
do
pants, by
this.
the way. Those are actual pants.
But no, I'm
Alright.
serious. I really do appreciate us all getting together and doing this. It is a lot of fun. I like hearing what everybody's thoughts are and stuff. You know, about new things that Riot is doing. You know, a company that we all love and deal with. You know, and I'm just gonna keep going off while Trent is just casually stroking his pumpkin.
Last time
So-
it was pizza. This time it's a pumpkin.
You
What the
know,
hell is it going to be next time?
what will Trent come up with next time
Yeah.
on
so,
Riot and Chill? So, but yeah, no, I mean, I do apologize, guys. This is kind of long here. Our goal was for like an hour and 15 minutes. We're currently at an hour and 40. So, you know, that's just how we do things. But
Keep it under 2 hours and we'll be good.
yeah,
All right, Trent, words? Vicky, words?
Pumpkin.
I have started to do a roof remaster on my stream, so I have new logos, new stuff like that I'm working on. I will start once I get my whole adulting schedule somewhat tamed. I will probably be streaming maybe twice a month just to get started again and get back into it. But after that,
there you go.
screw you, Trent.
That
Okay.
casual scroll.
Yes. Have it at the lowest speed, so
I thought it was F you, and now
Oh.
you're threatening my pumpkin. Alright.
How
All right,
dare
Trent,
you?
what do you
More.
got? It's your time.
I like pumpkins. Okay. And stream coming Saturday.
Oh,
Oh,
Stream coming Saturday.
oh my God. It's happening.
oh,
legendary
And
Mr. Ramen is coming
Will
back.
not be League.
Oh,
Somebody's playing American Truck Simulator.
No.
oh damn.
going back to World of Warcraft with me.
It starts with an S. That's all I'm giving.
Well, at least it's not Rocket League. Good God, nobody wants to watch that.
You know what?
Sure.
We should probably plan like a party game amongst us and do like.
Dude,
a
I
party
literally
game
put that in the
podcast.
Discord, and we were like, yeah, that'd be cool, and then we haven't done it.
Do like Uno night or
You
something. Yeah,
said
that'd
it.
be cool.
I'm gonna say it here, okay? We should do a party pack podcast game.
No, we should do a multi-stream party game.
Do like
Okay.
Monopoly or
That's
do
the
like
end of this
Monopoly or
podcast,
something.
fucking
Everybody
pumpkin.
can stream it. Okay,
Yeah.
actually, I can give some good details on how we can make that work.
Alright, well, we will talk about that in a little bit here. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you all for coming out, hanging out. I appreciate it. Dan, thank you again for those roster rumors. Same thing with you, Vicky. I appreciate that. It was something that I honestly, I've been out of the loop with it. I've been more focused on the arcane side of things. So I know myself, I will have a lot to talk about next week. To be honest with you, if you guys are interested in hearing our thoughts about Arcane, that will be next episode. Our plan is we are only going to talk about Arcane next week, unless something crazy, new rumors come out, any upcoming changes, things like that in the future. But as of right now, we are planning to only talk about Arcane, just because it will be season finale this Saturday. So yeah, look forward to that. If you have not watched Arcane yet, I highly recommend it. And then just as a clarification, none of us are sponsored or partnered with Riot or anything like that. We just enjoy talking about the content that they do. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out, hanging out. Again, thank you guys all for being here. I really do appreciate it, you three. I enjoy making these, so I really do appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys all for coming out. Anybody want to say goodbye? Anything like that?
Watch my YouTube
So-
video.
Yes, there you go. Self promotion.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's-
you.
Let's go.
It's not as
Fuck
flashy
you.
as mine. It's not as
Fuck
flashy
you,
as mine.
Bicky.
All
Fuck
right,
you.
Spelled it
guys.
wrong.
Fuck
So,
you,
yeah.
Bicky.
Spelled it
No
wrong.
worries. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again for coming. I really do appreciate it. This next episode, we will be recording it on Thursday. So expect next week's video to be out on the following Saturday. So thank you all. Have a good one.